Welcome to The Man Cave. I'm Matthew Perchik alongside Mason Yanover and Elijah Rack-Lundy. Today we will be covering the best running back and wide receiver duos, the best QB and wide receiver duos, and the best QB, wide receiver, and running back duos. Then we will cover the best players coming out of the draft, 3 guards, and 3 forwards and 1 center, and then we will be covering breaking news, the trade between the Sox and the Cubs. First, let's start with the NFL segment. So, Mason, what are your duos?
Okay, so my number 1 quarterback wide receiver duo is Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. So Matt Ryan just coming off his MVP year, and Julio Jones, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He was second in yards, or second or third in yards, and he played like 13 games. My number 2 is Tom Brady and Brandon Cooks. Tom Brady just consistently one of the best quarterbacks in the league, probably the best quarterback in the league. And Brandon Cooks, coming off a 1,300-yard season, I think he'll play a lot better with Brady. Their O-line is amazing, so I just think they'll be amazing. My number 3 is Big Ben and Antonio Brown. Big Ben, again, consistently one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and Antonio Brown is probably the best receiver in the NFL, except for maybe Julio Jones. Number 4 is Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. They're just great together. They have a great connection. Number 5, Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton led the league in yards last year, and Andrew Luck is just a phenomenal quarterback. Number 6 is Derek Carr and Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, just a great young player. Same with Derek Carr. Derek Carr could win MVP this year. And my number 7 is Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas coming off an amazing rookie year. 9 touchdowns, 92 receptions, and over 1,000 yards. So those are my top 7.
Great detail there, Mason. All right, now to Eli.
All right, quarterbacks and wide receivers. Number 1. This was one of Mason's, but not on the top. Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown. I think, yes, Tom Brady is phenomenal, but I think Antonio Brown has a slight edge in the wide receiver. And I think they are a great duo and they have good chemistry. Number 2, Mason's number 1, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. Again, great chemistry. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are both phenomenal players, and they connect well since they've been playing together for so many years. Number 3, I've got Tom Brady, but I don't have Brandon Cooks. Tom Brady, Julian Edelman. I know Brandon Cooks is a better wide receiver, but Tom Brady and Julian Edelman have been playing way longer together, and they have way stronger chemistry. So that's why. Number 4, Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson, pretty self-explanatory. They both have great chemistry. Aaron Rodgers, one of the best QBs in the game. Jordy Nelson, one of the best wideouts. There it is. Number 5, Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. This will surprise a lot of people, but I think that Andrew Luck is going to have a great year this year. T.Y. Hilton, another phenomenal wide receiver, and they have great chemistry, and they work together, and I think they're going to have a great offense. Number 6, this one I think is going to be up to a lot of disagreement. Jameis Winston and Mike Evans.
No, I agree. That was one of my. I would put that in the list.
Jameis Winston, he's not one of the greatest quarterbacks, but he's developing, and he's young, and he's getting better every single year. Mike Evans, again, developing, young, getting better every single year. He's getting to be one of the best receivers in the game, and I think together they do really well. Finally, Dak and Dez Bryant. Dak and Dez they have great chemistry, they work together, and Dak is just doing really well at quarterback. Dez is a really good receiver, and when there's no locker room issues, when there's no locker room issues, he has a lot of talent. This combo is just overflowing with talent. And I'll send it back to Matthew now.
All right, so now we have the running back and wide receiver, so we're going to do 3 each here.
Okay, this was pretty hard to decide. Not number 1, but this one's kind of easy. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, top 3 running back. Antonio Brown, top 3 receiver. Pretty set. Julio Jones and Devonta Freeman. Julio Jones, I think, is the best receiver in the NFL, and Devonta Freeman is kind of unpredictable, but 2 years back he was insane. This year he was pretty good. He had a rocky start. And then number 3, now I'm not the biggest fan of either of them, but Zeke and Dez, you know, Zeke, their offensive line complements both of them so well. I mean, it's hard to kind of put like a second-year player on this list. I know I put Michael Thomas on, and Dez, and I had a couple others. They didn't make the list though.
All right. Mine, I have the exact same 3, not in any particular same order. I mean, obviously, for the same reasons that Mason stated, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. Again, both phenomenal position players, and they both do great. And I think together they're amazing. Second, and this is my switch with Mason. I've got Zeke and Dez at number 2 because I think they're great both performers individually, and with that Cowboys offense, they are going to create a lot of damage. And then my number 3 is Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman for the same reasons that Mason said. I think they're just slightly behind Zeke and Dez because Zeke and Dez are a little bit more proven. Like Zeke was consistent. Devontae, as we said, is kind of unpredictable. So I think all of these, it was very hard to decide, but I think those are the top 3.
Okay, I'm going to go really quick with the trios. Number 1, Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell. Number 2, Falcons, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman. Number 3 is Raiders, Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, and Marshawn Lynch. Number 4 is Saints, Michael Thomas, Adrian Peterson, and Drew Brees.
Michael Thomas isn't that proven.
He did amazing last year. Okay.
Yeah, but
All right, so that's all the time we have. See you next time on the Man Cave. Signing out.